everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today in this video, I'm taking a look at Hulu's new film, No Exit. Directed by Damien Power, this is based on a novel of the same name in 2017. Before we get started, you should know that I will try my best not to spoil too much in this review. And if you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing for more of my content. Now we got that out of the way, let's talk about some of the good things I liked about this movie. Starting with our main character, Darby, played by Havana Rose Liu. She did a pretty good job playing her character. The film did well establishing who this character is, and you would at times sympathize with her for all the pain she's going through. But when she arrives at the visitor center and discovers the kidnapped girl, that's when you feel the suspense and the tension as you watch Darby trying to figure out who the kidnapper could be. As for the rest, the other actors did well playing four strangers, and they did well not drawing too much suspicions on themselves. But that's not what the story is heading towards with its whodunit concept. No, this story is heading in a new direction here. Heck, the film even reveals who the kidnapper is during the second act. I know! I was surprised that the film revealed this a lot sooner than I expected. You see, what made the story work is that it keeps building up the suspense and tension. The story kept on building and building. You're not even sure where the story is heading towards, but you're still interested. And then... Oh, God!
Right, as Dr. Film was saying...
Everything bursts in the third act. I don't want to reveal any spoilers, but let's just say this story will leave you shocked and invested all the way.
The first time that I read the script, I think what drew me to it, and I was like, this would be an amazing project to work on. It draws you to this, it feels like a stage play, but a very grounded, hyper-realistic, plays in real time story that the book captures really well, and I think the film is going to do that justice.
Now let's talk about some of the things I didn't like about this movie. First, we know little of Darby's backstory. For instance, spoilers, we get a flashback of when Darby almost died of an overdose. After that, the film never picks up on that again. Like, that was it. I mean, yes, the film does establish that our character has a problem with drugs. And throughout the film, it gives us piece by piece of what her relationship is like with her family now. But I think the film would have been better if it took its time to explore what Darby's relationship with her family was like before she went into rehab. Her character arc would have had much more depth and understanding.
I think that throughout the entire story, she changes a lot. It's a very intense, pivotal moment in her life. So who Darby is in the beginning of the film is entirely different than who she is at the end. Her perspective on the world and thus her humanity has shifted acutely throughout the course of the film.
Also, before Darby finds out the identity of the kidnapper, it was obvious who it was before she questioned the strangers. Maybe if the writer changed this particular character's mannerisms or personality, then the reveal would have been more shocking. Another thing that I have to complain about is the pacing. During the second act, the pacing is so slow that it started to drag. Not to mention, Darby makes bizarre choices when confronting the kidnapper. For example, near the third act, she would have ended the film a lot earlier if she made the other alternative that could have led her and the girl to safety without further bloodshed. But then again, this film wouldn't have had an epic climax, so I can see why she made her first choice. So overall, my friends, this film is a roller coaster of emotions. It's got an incredible main lead, a surprisingly good story, and suspense that will leave you gasping for air. However, bear in mind, this film does have issues, and it isn't a great mystery film like Knives Out. What we have here is an exhilarating thriller mystery that will keep you engaged until the ride is over. No Exit scores a 7.5 out of 10. Well guys, that's the end of my review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like. And please follow me on Instagram at Dr. Phil Marazos for updates on my channel. Thank you all so much for watching this review, and thank God for this microphone. And as always, I will see you guys in our next appointment.